Okay, guys, so the first thing we're going to do to get the hamburger nav bar working on mobile is to install a quick gem, the Haml gem, which I've mentioned before. Um, what it's going to do is allow us to write a much more efficient syntax, I believe. You don't have to use it. You know, regular HTML or a regular ERB file will work just fine, but I'm going to go ahead and use Haml. So we're going to go into our gem file, and I've already done it, so just follow along. If you know how to do it, we're going to get the gem Haml, the Haml gem right here, as you can see, and we're going to save this file, and then you're just going to go ahead and run the bundle. Mine's already ran, obviously, so I'll just do bundle, and our gem should be installed. Now, the next thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and just get a regular Bootstrap navbar template. So let's go ahead and search Bootstrap, and Bootstrap's awesome. By the way, you can it's got a lot of pre-made stuff. So we're going to search navbar, and I'm going to go ahead and use this static top navbar. And if you do Control U, you should be able to get the source code. So what you're going to do is copy paste everything from here down to here where the navbar ends. And you don't want this stuff at the bottom. We already have Bootstrap installed, but you can go ahead and copy paste this, and it's going to give you a cool navbar with a whole bunch of stuff on the top, these icons here that allow your app to create a hamburger nav when you go mobile. If you have, if you're going to use Haml, like I suggested, you can use this cool tool here, and you're going to go to Haml or HTML to Haml, and you're going to convert. So you'll just essentially copy paste this stuff, and you can boom, and it gives you a nice Haml. And you can copy paste this whole thing and put it into your file. Now, I've already done it, so let me go ahead and take a look at it. You're going to want to change your ERB file to a Haml file. So I'm just going to delete this because I already have a Haml file. What you'll see is, essentially, I'll show you how to do it. Your file will look like this. It'll look like application.html.erb. And because we're going to use Haml syntax, you're just going to change that to .haml. Okay? And press enter. Now we'll open it and copy paste all the stuff. And as you can see, I've copy pasted it. Now, if you don't want to, do all the converting and all that, feel free to copy paste from the repo, the GitHub repo that I've posted, because this isn't super critical stuff that you need to learn. And in that case, I would probably tell you not to copy paste it, because it's you learn a lot better when you type it out on your own. But this is just syntax, so you can copy paste it if you like. What we did also is changed the Bootstrap, all of this stuff, to the routes that are on the Mackenzie Child application, so that we have everything that he has, all these routes with all the right actions, the submit link, etc., etc. And we made our app look just like that, as you can see here. And we just went ahead and saved it. Now, what we want to do is make sure that this works. So let's go ahead and save this. We'll restart our server, and Rails S and Moment of Truth. Let's go ahead and open up Chrome. We're going to refresh, and boom. Okay, we've got our navbar here. This is out of whack. We'll fix that in a second because we changed our entire layout file. So what we'll do is we'll check the menu, and we'll go into the tools here and click on the little iPhone button, or the toggle device mode option. And as you can see, we got a nice hamburger here, and you can do all the cool little actions, go to account, etc., etc. So your app works as if it were deployed online and someone were using it on their phone. Now, as I talked about, this isn't right. This is way out of the container, so let's fix that. Go back to the terminal, and just real quick, you'll notice that these were added here, these icon bars, and those are essentially the 3 lines that show up on your hamburger when you go mobile. So what we're going to do to change the positioning of this is just change the columns. We're going to use Bootstrap columns. If you don't know about Bootstrap columns, look into it. Super awesome system, very simple, very easy to learn. We're going to go ahead and make this 8, and to offset it, now remember this works on even numbers, so we're going to subtract 12. We're going to subtract 8 from 12, and we're going to divide that by 2. So 12 minus 8 is 4, divided by 2 is going to give us 2, and I already know these numbers, so if you need to do it, that's the process. So this should center it a bit. Cool. Now, I kind of want it in here in the middle. Let's go ahead and do that. So we'll do 6 columns. So 12 minus 6 is what? 6. And then that divided by 2 is going to be 3. So we're going to subtract 3, and then we're going to put 3 right there, and this should center it a bit more. Awesome. Now we've got our links there. Very cool. I know this was a bit sporadic and kind of all over the place. So again, if you want to copy paste it, you can. Just remember to install Haml in your gem file so that it works. And the next thing we're going to do is, if you notice, if we go to one of our links and we look at the URL, you'll see that it says links 1. If we go to another link like Yahoo, it says links 2. Now let's submit another link. We'll do Hotmail. Not that anybody uses it anymore, but Hotmail. We'll do hotmail.com, and again, it's going to say link 3. Now, what if we want this to say links Hotmail, or links Google, or links whatever the title of your article or post is? We're going to use a really cool and handy gem to essentially prettify, make them nice, our URLs, so that it looks a little more professional, a little more like a real app. So let's go ahead and get started on that.